Dude, 60. Running left to right. Oh my god. He's dead.
Sheesh, Schmitty. Oh. There he is.
Oh, they didn't even hit him?
Sensor.
Yeah. No, more This isn't good. He's straight ahead of me, 120. Nice nade. He's one shot. He's dead.
Other dude's rotating down to the right, Schmitty.
Yep, dude, on me. Oh, they're backing up a little bit. I know where they're at. They're behind this. Nice nade!
Got one. Backing up. One's down. Need you to push. Time to push. Time to push.
I'm here. Got him. Let's go, baby! Come on!
Yo, that nade was clutch.
That was such a good nade, bro. Oh, what a toss. Let's go. Nice play. Oh, the plays.
Ready for MW.
Well, goodbye, Black Ops 4. And that right there marks the end of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. One of the most up and down Call of Duty years ever, honestly. I mean, I think when things started, when the beta was out and toward the launch of the game, things were pretty positive. I mean, it's another Black Ops game, right? People love Treyarch. They've loved the Black Ops series. Black Ops 4 gotta be a hit, right? Unfortunately, didn't do a lot of things right. And I don't think the game overall just hit quite to that level that Black Ops had set for itself in previous titles, which was really unfortunate. I had a lot of fun on the game's multiplayer at the very beginning. After that, not so much. I couldn't find myself enjoying it anymore. I think I just got burned on it real quick and just was like, man, this is not much more of a game than to play for a little bit to kind of experience a new COD, which is kind of unfortunate. I haven't played a lot of the multiplayer of Black Ops 4 since launch. I think if you split up the first month and the last 11 months after that, the 11 months and the first month kind of match itself in playtime as far as multiplayer goes, which is pretty wild. And then Blackout on the other hand. Blackout... Honestly, like in a year of Black Ops 4 where things were not that great, Blackout was the shining thing for me. I mean, Blackout alone carried this game for me. It made me want to play it. I had a load of fun. Playing this game alongside my friends was just an absolute blast. We had loved playing some BRs before, such as Fortnite. But getting to do that in a Call of Duty game was just phenomenal. I think Treyarch overall did a very good job for the first go-around for a BR in Call of Duty, especially considering the amount of time they had to do it, which was not very long, just a few months they had to kind of throw something together. The fact that it worked and it played very well and was just a lot of fun was awesome. Obviously, it was not the most optimized battle royale, but shockingly, it was more optimized than PUBG, so I guess it's got that, but definitely a lot of optimization issues and just issues in general, which come with every game. But I can honestly say that if it wasn't for Blackout being in Black Ops 4, that I probably would not have made it very far with Black Ops 4 at all as a game. I probably would have had to find something else to play and find something else to upload, I guess. Like, honestly, like, Blackout was just that enjoyable to me, and every time I was able to get on it, it was just exciting. I was ready to play it, and honestly, like, to be honest, I'm very thankful for Blackout. Like, in a year with Black Ops 4 to where, honestly, I think overall it was kind of a subpar game. Maybe not subpar, but just average. Nothing special, nothing that great, and especially if you look at things over toward the business model, which I'm going to get to in just a second, definitely could be considered subpar, but I'm very thankful for Blackout because it was that much fun. Black Ops 4 in itself, I don't think I could rank highly as a top 5 COD if I took the game as a whole, including the multiplayer, but Blackout alone, I could put as a top 5. I played it that much, I had that much fun on it, and I think overall it was just an incredible mode that was done very well, but unfortunately had to be put with Black Ops 4 that just, it didn't get received that well for a variety of different reasons, which is going to transition us over to the final part, the business model. Now, all these things that I'm talking about in this video I've talked about before, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on them, but just want to give my final thoughts and my final goodbye to the game. The business model in this game just flat out sucked. I mean, there's just no way around it. It flat out sucked. At first, it looked like it was going to be really good. We had a battle pass that, you know, you could buy your way through tiers, but obviously was much more received for grinding. You know, by getting through playtime and earning everything, that's how the DLC weapons were unlocked. We're putting them at tier 100. Tier 100, especially after they added tier skips, wasn't that hard to get to. And then there was a direct purchase shop. I mean, that's a perfect way to do it. Everything being directly earnable just on playtime, and if you want some extra cosmetic stuff, here's a shop. Go buy what you want. But of course, things got worse throughout the year. The battle pass got significantly worse. They started taking out all the good content that was in there, putting it in the new reserves, which are the supply drops. There became a heavy emphasis on the supply drops. Weapons started getting put in there. You guys know the whole story. And it killed Black Ops 4 for a lot of people. And rightfully so. I mean, that just kills the drive to do anything, knowing that no matter what you do, your best route is just going to be taking it the easy route and spending money, which is something that in Call of Duty we have to do every year. So having to do that even more is not an ideal scenario. And Black Ops 4, I think, might have had the worst monetization system in Call of Duty history. And I'm honestly just glad that we're not going to have to see anything like that again in the future with Call of Duty, now with the removal of loot boxes from Call of Duty, at least in all future games, Modern Warfare, and so on. And it looks like the seemingly wanting to change in reputation from Activision from being so heavy on their microtransactions. I know that it was rumored that Black Ops 4 is supposed to be a test year for monetization and honestly a lot of other things as well. And it's unfortunate because I feel like the game had a lot of potential to do a lot of great things. I talked about this at the beginning of my first initial reviews, that Black Ops 4 had a ton of potential, and as long as it lived up to it, it was going to be a fantastic game. But unfortunately, it wasn't able to do so. Not necessarily all the blame on the developers for that. A lot of that definitely goes to Activision in terms of the way they monetize it, and of course, from looks like they're seemingly moving Treyarch up to work on the next game after Modern Warfare, which is obviously going to hurt whatever they wanted to do post-launch with BO4. And it's just unfortunate. It's kind of sad, honestly, because even though I really mainly liked Blackout, didn't care as much for the multiplayer, although I thought it had a lot of potential. I mean, that's just it, honestly. It had a lot of potential to do a lot of great things, and I feel like if they were able to make certain changes or certain updates, and if we didn't have that terrible monetization system that we had, who knows what Black Ops 4 could have turned out to be. But honestly, it got to a certain point with a lot of things in the game that it didn't matter what they did, because they had already pissed off the entire community by how they had treated the game with the poor monetization and the lack of updates. How many update droughts did we have throughout Black Ops 4? I mean, just so many. And it kind of sucks to see the reputation that Black Ops 4 is going to get left with. I think a lot of it is deservingly so, but it sucks because anybody that played the game at the beginning knew the kind of potential that this game had. And the saddest part is that it's never going to live up to it. It would have been so great to see where certain things could have gone had they gotten more love, had they gotten updates, had certain things been able to been changed, or if certain things had just never happened. But unfortunately, with life and, with how video games go and whatever else, and when you have a big business publisher like Activision, you can only do so much. And so while this is probably the worst Treyarch game that has come out yet, I do want to say thank you to Treyarch for the love and the effort that they did put in the game. I know a lot of people hate it and call it lazy and call it just a thrown together copy and paste piece of garbage, but I know that there was a lot of love and a lot of passion behind this game, especially everybody that worked over on the Blackout front. I think Blackout was done phenomenally. Had it gotten, been able to get a little more love, a little more time, I think it could have been much more polished out and been a lot better Battle Royale experience. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and Blackout, which has become one of my favorite Call of Duty things ever, is unfortunately probably going to die now that we know we're on to a new Call of Duty, and new Call of Duty Modern Warfare looks like it's also going to have a Battle Royale that's going to be free to play, which is almost surely going to kill Blackout, which is kind of sad. I really did like this game overall, even though there was a lot of broken things, a lot of frustrating things, and a lot of times it felt like we just got a lack of a Call of Duty experience compared to some previous years. But overall, man, this is a Call of Duty that I had a ton of fun and a ton of memories on, especially playing with friends, man. I mean, I think that kind of makes certain games, even games that aren't quite as good like Black Ops 4, being able to play that with friends, have a lot of good times and experiences, I think just ups the value and ups how I look at a game personally. So maybe it's a little biased, a little swayed in one way because of that. But honestly, I think I'm doing a disservice to the game by not including that in there. So overall, I'm going to kind of miss Black Ops 4 a little bit. I'm glad we're onto a new game, and a game that looks like it's just going to be better. It's much more polished, and is going to bring a lot of great things for Call of Duty this year, and has made a bunch of great changes, especially in the business model. But I had a lot of good times with Black Ops 4. And it's just kind of sad to see that those times are gone. They're in the past now, and kind of realizing that in the moment is kind of a sad thing. So anyway, to kind of close things out, Treyarch, I know it wasn't your best effort, and in a lot of cases that wasn't your fault. But I do thank you guys for the effort that you were able to put in, that you tried to put in, considering the circumstances of everything that went on in the last year plus. It sucks to see the reputation that this game earned you guys, because like I said, I don't feel like a lot of it was deserving. So hopefully you guys can get things turned around for your next title. Hopefully Activision doesn't cram it and make it have to come out if it's not ready, because I've heard the development isn't going that well right now. Hopefully things can change, or hopefully something can come in and take place so you guys get more time to make a great game like we all know you can. And I wish you guys the best of luck with your next game. And hopefully things don't have to go as poorly in some areas as they did with BO4. Like I said, it's just really unfortunate because I know the potential this game had, and it's sad to see that it never got to live up to it. But anyway, down below in the comments, I want to know your guys' closing thoughts on Black Ops 4. I know Modern Warfare is out right now for a lot of people, and if it's not quite out for you yet, it's going to be launching later tonight and tomorrow. But I couldn't leave Black Ops 4 without giving it one final bit of respect and just a formal goodbye. But with all that, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on Black Ops 4. You know, try to give a little more than it sucked or it was great. Kind of give a little bit of feedback on, you know, some of the things throughout the year. But with that, we're moving on to Modern Warfare, which will hopefully be overall just a much better year for Call of Duty than what Black Ops 4 unfortunately turned into. But let's kill it this year, guys. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. So if you enjoyed, make sure to smack the schmidt out of that like button down below. And if you guys are new and looking forward to more video game content, you guys are the right place. Hit that subscribe button down below as well. And turn those notifications on so you guys know when those videos go live. Hopefully, guys, all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. Goodbye, Black Ops 4. So long, everybody.